When colonialism in Africa is discussed, we are often told a simple story, that Europe arrived with roads, schools, railways, and order. That colonial rule was a gift called development, but this is only part of the story, and it is not the part most Africans lived through. Africa was divided by foreign powers sitting around tables thousands of miles away. Lines were drawn on maps without consulting the people who lived on the land. Kingdoms were split apart. Rival communities were forced into the same borders. Colonialism was not designed to build Africa. It was designed to extract from it. Africa's gold, cocoa, rubber, palm oil, diamonds, and labor were taken to fuel European industries. Farmers were forced to grow cash crops instead of food for their families. New taxes were imposed, payable only in colonial currency. To survive, Africans had no choice but to work for the colonial system. Poverty did not arrive by accident. It was engineered. Behind the railways and plantations were forced labor and violence. Men were taken from their homes to work in mines, roads, and plantations. Refusal often meant punishment. Resistance was met with brutality. Entire communities were displaced. Some cultures were broken beyond repair. Before colonization, Africa had organized states, trade routes, legal systems, and centers of learning. But colonial education rarely mentioned this. Instead, Africans were taught that their history began with Europe. Languages were discouraged. Traditional leadership was weakened or destroyed. Over time, Africans were made to doubt their own identity and value. Colonial borders ignored culture, history, and kinship. Families were separated. Ethnic groups were divided. Others were forced together under artificial states. Many modern conflicts can be traced back to these decisions. When independence finally came, flags were raised and anthems were sung. But the economic structures remained. The borders remained. The imbalance of power remained. Colonialism did not simply end. It evolved. Today, its legacy is still visible in unequal trade, debt, foreign control of resources, and political instability. The past continues to shape the present. Colonialism was not just a moment in history, it was a system, and systems leave scars. To truly understand Africa today, we must first confront what we were never taught. Thank you for watching.